Testing audio. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Greetings, everybody. Hello. Today, my name is Judge, and I play video games. How's everyone doing today? Skimmel, good to see ya. Theronra? Skimmel again? Cheese sauce? When you put it that way, you know, when you put it all in one place like that, it looks like I've leaderboarded quite a few times. And I don't know, I had this thought today that maybe, and this is a hard maybe, that I might consider adding one more. I was looking in, we only have a week until the end of the meta, but I just realized that I'm on pace for number 2 NA. So I'm like, shit, maybe I should finish, but I still might not have time. But I figure we might do some Tryhard runs anyway, because we haven't done it in a while, and it's fun to take good decks sometimes instead of not good ones. I don't actually think it really matters so much. I think that the meta is so nuts, and I think that cards are so crazy that you go like Tryhard or you go not Tryhard, and it's gonna be probably insane either way. So I moved on over. Apparently I had drafted this deck, I don't know when, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Is it good? I want to say mostly, but it's got some pretty weak links in it. It's got a Gorgon Zormu. I guess I drafted a Gorgon Zormu. I regret that I drafted this early. I didn't know I'd be streaming on this account. You know, I like to do the draft with you guys, but I figure if we just fire this up quickly, get it out of the way. I don't even know. Like, it's only a week until the leaderboards. We might not get on there. We might not have time. I feel like a lot of people will be in that boat with these short seasons. But I was feeling some Tryhard runs today, which I don't actually, again, think are going to be really much different from the regular runs, other than I might focus a little more and misplay slightly less due to that. We'll see. Or not, or maybe not. We're going to play some Elden Ring later as well, of course. And then what will we do tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow ranges, you know, for me in my mind, anywhere from taking the day off to do schoolwork and then coming back hard Friday to playing a bunch of Tryhard runs to one run and some Elden Ring. I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I do know on Friday I'm going to have some drinks and play some Hearthstone. So that's where my mind's at. And with that being said, I guess I'll hit this play button and see if I can't play. I don't even know. Have I even played a cheese? I might have played like 2 cheeses in my life. So hopefully I can play many, many cheeses. And then of course we'll get through this one so that we might get a draft up on this stream, because the draft, I think, is the funnest part. So we'll just rip a quick, let's call it an 8-win run here, and then rip another one. That sounds nice to me. Back to being on time. Hopefully I can continue that. It took me a second to get back into my, you know, shut, oh my God, up. It took me a second to get back into my routine I was in before I left. Or a box draft, a little Tryhard box draft, maybe? Do those things go together? I think my deck's light enough going second I can consider keeping the Command of Nept alone. Yeah, I was just yelling at an inanimate object. Nothing to worry about. Whack-a-nole. I've got a Corpsicle. That's got to be good. I've got it's a light deck, but I've got like a decent amount of card draw. I've also got this useless Sharp-Eyed Seeker. That's unfortunate. I've got Tendies. Nice. Can I ever draw? Oh no, I've got a Sharon Scroll. A Sharon Scroll in Death Knight, and then I can play. No wonder. I don't even remember drafting this deck. Maybe I was drunk. Sharp-Eyed Seeker with a Sharon Scroll is actually kind of sexy. Did I realize that at the time? Surely I did. Right, chat? Oh my God, there it is right there. A Sharon Scroll. Is this only Frost in Death Knight? I mean, I feel like discover or get a random Frost Spell Is that what this is? That's actually not bad in Death Knight though, is it? Let's take a gander at what's inside. I mean, see, that's good. I'll pay 1 mana for that, right? Like, I will pay 1 mana for that all day. There's definitely a lot weaker frost spells. Like, you can whiff, but that seems fine. That seems fine. Another Corpsicle, or just draw one of mine? Probably, with how much little stuff we have, another Corpsicle is going to be just dandy. Thanks, Asharan Scroll. It's not like it's super good. It's just like, okay. Getting the Sunken Scroll is no better, right? It's the exact same. Just a random frost. What I really want to do is play some Magnificent Cheeses. That's what I really want. Yeah, I think I'm okay to be overloaded next turn. This deck is pretty mana versatile. We got a lot of 1s and 2s. So it's going to be easy to play these without having to consider much for our following turns. Is this what are we listening to? Nearly Christmas? It's not nearly Christmas. Why are we listening to this? I don't hate it. Darn, my board. Darn it, they killed it. They killed my board. How could they do this to me? 4 mana. That's a pretty good Corpsicle target. I think we don't need to overthink this. I could play the Watcher, I guess. Watcher, face, or Corpsicle. Probably just remove the board is the better option. Again, very versatile hand, so I'm not going to have a problem playing the 4 or the 6 anytime. So I think my average is like 7.75 right now. And I think I stopped playing as much Tryhard. Like, it's over very few, right? Again, I don't know I'm going to be able to make it in time. But I think it was like 8.2 and then it dipped down to 7.75. And did that make me like stop? No. I think I just stopped because I got bored. But I'm not bored right now, so we'll see. We'll see if we'll see how much I actually want to play. What the heck is this, dude? This card really stinks. This card really stinks to see. It's too cute and strong. 4 mana 7/7 now has taunt. I'm in danger, chat. Could be a lightning storm turn. I could even burn one of the Corpsicles. How do I get through this? I could also go for this first. Save the lightning storm. And make sure they don't get that healing. Probably an Nerubian Vizier is going to be the better option here over Sunken Scroll. Remember, this is only a random frost spell. Probably take the Vizier, which we'd rather discover a spell. I guess we'll just pop-up book this. Get a few more corpses up in here. Tough situation we have here. Need to hit a nice random Scourge, perhaps. Although the more they play, oh Jesus, the more that's really extraordinarily strong. Good Lord. Oof. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is reminiscent of like the constructed, what the constructed list does, or like the old constructed list with Crusader Aura at the top. A little bit of flood action. I mean, Plushy into Aura, pretty tough to handle. 0/0, yeah, I don't know. Everyone's decks is just all, it seems to be at the beginning of the meta. I didn't find it to be the case so much, but it's just nothing but insane power. I'll just play some tendies. What could go wrong? I mean, not the worst thing. Actually, that's extraordinarily good, isn't it? Let's play one more of these though. I have faith, because I can Corpsicle and Lightning Storm. Okay, that was pretty disgusting. That was pretty disgusting. Lightning Storm. Corpsicle here and trade this off. Make sure they have nothing to attack. Not bad. Not terrible. Wait, why did I... Oh, and then this. And then my Corpsicle back. That's gross. Jesus. Arena rework won't happen this year. Did we get a little bit of an update on that, Ermel? On like the timing of that? It's good asphyxiate. The good asphyxiate, although the weapon is concerning. Right, I have an abusive sergeant. That is a fact. I'm asphyxiating. I'm probably playing Nerubian Vizier. So why don't we see what's in that first? Interesting. A weapon or a corpse explosion. Probably gonna just be the weapon, given that I'm using a lot of corpses with the corpsicles, and maybe I actually want to save those 3 corpses. Do something like asphyxiate and simply discover the weapon before I get the corpses. Probably grabbing a might. Even though it does spend corpses, we probably are going to want the ability to just freeze the board and try to push face for lethal with an extra 6 the following turn. I would wager. Cool to see Tyrion actually being a threat here, right? I mean, Tyrion's still like all right, you know? Like 5/3 weapon is no joke, 15 damage. Oh no, now they get to play the tendies. Oh my god, look out! No! Devastating. That card is very strong. 3 mana, 4/7 Taunt Divine Shield is a huge tempo swing. But they are running out of cards, which could be our saving grace. So let's start with that lovely top deck. That will get us our Sunken Scroll, which is great. Like, in comparison to nothing, it's great. And let's play this. That's really bad. Really not good at all. Let's try again. Yikes. And one more, come on. Okay, not ideal, but we did get this down to 3, so it could have been worse. But yeah, once again, we have this talk. It always seems to go face a little more commonly than hitting minions. That's also very bad. And one more threat. What else do we have? A big weapon. They still have a bit of time for that. The weapon's going face. It makes sense for them because they have another weapon in hand with +1/+1. But we also do have the No Muncher to counteract that. That's okay. This needs to die. Seems like a great time to rip Lightning Reflexes, because this is Shaman Lightning Reflexes. Lightning Storm is perfect. Absolutely perfect hit. And Conductivity. Now, you'd think Conductivity Corpsicle is really good, but it's not as good as you want it to be, because we don't actually have that many corpses. Could take just some cheap stats to flood them out, which makes a lot of sense here, I think. We still need to use one of the Corpsicles here, probably. Crash of Thunder just to have more AoE. I think I'm going to take this, actually. And then I will play Seeker. Scroll, just see if it's a Frost Strike first before I play the Corpsicle. And get rid of that. Rip one Corpsicle, that's fine. Did they ever figure out how to chance to draw again 50%? Wait, you mean did they ever figure out how to do chance to draw again 50%? The Ogre card, are you referencing specifically? Because I think they did fix that. Or they claim to have fixed that, or they think they've fixed that. Yeah. The Ogre was updated in a patch saying it now is 50% instead of like the 40, whatever it was. Right. What a game. 0-0 games, man. My brain. Let us then consider the following. really want to get them to draw cards, I don't think. We do have the card advantage, although we don't really have much going on. They've got a weapon, so it shouldn't be hard for them to handle the Gnome Muncher, unfortunately. Let's start with this. That's really extraordinarily good. Wow, is that ever strong? Montreal J. Reinholdt. Marmal coming in hot for September. I should probably be advertising that more.
So many months, so many arenas.
That's true. 42 months and a whole lot of arenas indeed. Yes. Thank you very much. I guess I'll just play this. Why not? Gorgon Zormu over here. And yeah, okay. I'll just Corpse Skull this and probably give them this to worry about. Do I have anything I really care about that for? Like, what is this for? Why do I have this? This is in my deck. Do I have any Death Rat? A Reef Walker? That's good. Give them a target that just isn't my face, even though I'm at 30. What else do I have? Not much. Not much, Marvel. I appreciate it a lot, man. Too many more, even. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not quite as many as we did in the past, especially since we used to play 7 days a week for so many hours. But still many more arenas for us, for sure. That's completely fine to see. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is all good here. We simply have too many cards for them to handle. Got 3. This has 1 left. Seems like this is pretty crushing. Command of Niptalone. And then this. And then we can rip the anti-magic shell, and that will be very good. And that will be very nice. I kind of want to see the post Ermal posted about Arena. Ragnaros is heating up the tavern. That's from today. Just a post about being transparent. Love it. Ragnaros is coming up. What is it? Wait, hold up. Should I be reading this? Do I care about this? Ragnaros is coming. What does that mean? Everybody, keep your eyes open for Ragnaros. Ragnaros is coming. Okay. We have a lot of exciting irons in the fire. We're currently deep into work on the major arena update, which is why I think we're not going to see too many arena updates. What would you do that for? Why would you do that for? It could be a good time to Might of Mendrathal, but it also could be a good time to not do that as well. Maybe I do this instead. A cheese. I don't even need anti-magic shell. Like, I don't really need much of anything ever. But I guess I'll power through. And play it. And Corpse Skull their face. Kind of a cool combo of cheese and anti-magic shell there. But yeah, that's why I don't expect too many big like arena patches until this huge update, even if it is next year. But yeah, okay. So Irma was saying, yeah, it won't happen this year. And I actually, so I'm pretty sure, was this publicly alluded to? I think so. I think it was like kind of like that was the guess, was it was going to be not this year. This doesn't surprise me. I mean, the year's only a few months more. Like, I was kind of thinking like in half a year we might hear like it's coming, or like when it's gonna come. Within the whole year, like 12 months from now, more likely. But yeah, I knew it wasn't coming. I knew it wasn't coming like super soon. And they say we'll have more to share on Arena. Yeah, early next year. So it even says early next year. So that's, I think that's actually a good sign. That seems like a good track. It might be a long 4 months or 6 months, depending on what you know, people are, or what kind of metas we're gonna get. I mean, I think a few people are, maybe almost everyone is getting a little bit over dual class by this point, or at least the current iteration of it, where we have you know, the same few classes up at the top. But like, and that's what I mean, is it's okay. It's probably not going to be super commonly updated, and like the next metas probably aren't gonna, you're not going to see the biggest like patches on it or whatever, because of, you know, the hours have to go somewhere and they're going into this big patch. which is good. You know, we're gonna have to just like have a good time and enjoy what we can and wait for that big patch and see what it's all about. Don't think any of those are being kept in the starting hand. Tryhard today, yeah. I figured I'd try to win. I don't know. I just felt like maybe I'd try to win. I saw that I brought up my stats for how I started the meta, and it turns out if I finished the meta with my current average, I'd be number 2 NA. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll try to finish, but it might be too little too late. Shrek Waiting Room is live. It sure is. Last stream was scary. I'm spooked. I hope the boss isn't as scary as the way up to it was. I think I got over the scariest part now. You play NA, that explains a lot. I'm interested, Hungry. What does that explain? Because I actually play on multiple servers. I usually keep everything hidden, my gold in this, because I'm actually server hopping. I'm curious what you think that explains, though. Because I am always looking for information about the differences between the servers, and if you know something I don't, I'd love to learn. Shoving Shrek's bonk stick really far up there. That's a sentence you just said. That's what we plan to do, I guess. I don't know how to respond to that. No doubt, absolutely. Do I want to go for a drink? Or do I just want to scald this? A little awkward having these two together. I watched Redbeard too, and it seems like he gets scammed less, and you both get scammed less than I do in Arena. You must get scammed so much, because I feel like Redbeard and I get scammed quite often. So I figured it was an NA server thing. What server do you play on? I'm guessing EU? I wonder how anecdotal that is, because I've found in the past, like distant past, like years ago, I found the opposite to be true, where it was much easier on EU in general. I don't find that to be the case so much anymore. Yeah, I'm more on Panda's train now here, where I think everyone is constantly getting scammed everywhere. Oh, you're NA. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chinese names are bots, which has become a lot more common, yes. I'll take draw, I think. Hit this, actually, because I'm going to play draw and Sparkbot next turn. Like I said, years ago, yeah, NA is heavily Chinese at the moment. Yeah, do we have a date for China getting their server back? We could see a few of the, you know, real good and aggressive Chinese players who tend to do very well. Yeah, it's because China banned Hearthstone. Yes, it is, but they're getting their server back. I don't know how that's going to work, though, now that people have moved over. Which, honestly, it just made things harder because there's so many players who, you know, go really, really hard. As you see, I think the number one player, I'm not sure, you know, I'm not cultured enough to distinguish between too many Asian characters, but I know it was an Asian name who's number one right now at like 8.53, meaning that like I would be on pace for number one. You know, it's whatever. I mean, we just extended our region from NA to NA Southeast Asia. But that did make it a lot harder. A lot of good players. A lot of good players. Man, that is very rude. That is extraordinarily rude. Why would you do that to me? Look at this thing. What? From whence? Why is it a 4/4? Why is this a 4/4, dude? 4/3? Oh, that's... Wait. No, why? What? What did they do to it, chat? I missed it. Increased stats. Oh, they dredged it. They dredged it is what they gone done. Let's make this trade first. And see what drink I get. A chalice? All right, I don't think I need to play the chalice yet, but that's a nice one to have. I'll play the Baron, and I'll play the little mech, and that seems fine. Get a few extra minions on there for a potential Army of the Dead, which we'll probably have to play before starting Corpsicling. Yeah, China reopening is really good for Hearthstone, probably for a bunch of different reasons, at least a few, right? Someone posted some player count statistics in Reddit, and we're hitting some serious highs. I wonder, like, I wonder, you know, we've got a lot of new account / botting issues. I don't know how, you know, how accurate those become, or like if they're taking stuff like that into account, or like what the implications are. But it'll be like, from a selfish leaderboard will be easier on NA perspective. I'm like, hey, more top 10s for my title, you know, because it's, but like, you know, that's kind of less important probably than, you know, a lot of other stuff. Gorgon Zormu, I choose you. Give me the great cheese. And I guess I'll do that. And they've got a dagger equipped, so I guess I'll do that too. And now we play the waiting game on my great cheese. I didn't want to play the Corpsicle with Army of the Dead in hand, but I did. But I did. Man, everyone's got such good cards. Imagine, I just want to play someone who plays like Spider Tank on 3 and Senjin on 4. I don't really want that, but like just once. Like, good lord, man. Every single game is just an absolute shit show. I don't know why I'm still surprised. All right, Frost Strike, fingers crossed. That's what I mean. I say try hard runs, and they are. I'm going to try hard to win. But are they really like any different than the regular Fiesta nowadays? I don't think that much. I'll just pay a little more attention to the game than I normally do. Okay, now we get our chance to discover some shenanigans. This is okay. It probably gets removed from hand, though. Probably do it anyways. Wait for a lightning reflexes turn, heal back up a little bit. And hey, maybe they don't have an answer. Seems like they likely do. Wow, okay, well that's not the answer I was expecting, but it is an answer. Also denies me the heal, which is rather rude. Man of Neptulone? Yeah, okay. See what's in here? Man of Neptulone is consistent and reasonable, and oh, that's actually really, really good. Wow, that's really good. Playing Command of Neptulon while we got the healing totem. Like, we are one of the rare cases where we're actually like, man, it's not actually that easy for us to have enough corpses here. Very rare to say that in Arena, but you know, this is really nice to gain 4 more. Zolt, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Judge, what nature spells are available in Death Knight? Great question. None. There are 0 nature spells in Death Knight, meaning that when I play Lightning Reflexes, I will get Shaman spells. If there were even 1 nature spell, like say if I were a rogue and the only one was Deadly Poison, then you just get Deadly Poison, but when there are 0, it defaults to Shaman. Okay, there's their legendary. Oh, never mind, that was randomly created by Frost Strike. I stand corrected. And hey, same here, dude. Yeah, Judge, the stats I was talking about were actually the amount of players hitting Legend in Standard and Wild, so shouldn't count bots. I have news for you, Pluto. I have news for you, my friend. At least at a time. I don't know what the situation is right now, but bots have been making Legend. I don't know right now, but I know they were months ago. Because there were so many of them that they'd play, a small subset of them would play each other enough that they would just inevitably get to Legend. Bots made Legend and Classic. Oh, no doubt. All of Legend and Classic was bots, but I don't think a lot in Standard. Well, not a lot. I don't know that a lot compared to regular people, but enough of them were up there to inflate numbers. Could just go with this. Maybe that is the play. Maybe I'm actually even going to do this. Army. And we'll play a Chalice. Great, and then a Plagued Grain. Seems reasonable. Get our corpses right back for our Corpsicle. Hey, look at this. 2 days in a row. Grey Gecko coming in hot with the raid. How you doing, man? With a big one, too. How you doing? Thank you very much. Coming in, catching us with some Tryhard action today. This card is certainly a card. I don't know if anybody saw Hearthstone Mathematics' new video, but they talk about this card a little bit and compare it to Astalor, which I kind of thought about a little bit and was like, huh. Mana Thirst 10 to deal 14 damage versus this 4 mana deal 15 damage. That's kind of wild. You know? Hopefully my cheese can counter the power of that down the line here. Let's see what we've got in the Nerubian Vizier. No, I really would love some healing. Maybe this has some healing in it. Corpse Explosion. I mean, they're just going to kill me because of Horizon's Edge. Yeah, then compare it to Pyro. Yeah, you know, this is what Hearthstone is. They do have these. And actually, I recommend watching the video, this Hearthstone mathematics video. It talks about how the design philosophy of Hearthstone suddenly changed. I've talked about it many times, but maybe hearing it from multiple sources might give it a little more credibility for you guys. I don't know. I think I will do this actually. And we'll Chalice. And we'll Chalice. I think I'm just gonna do this. Just soak up some of this damage. It uses up a lot of corpses, but that's okay. I'd probably play the cheese next turn, get 6 drops, give them something to handle this turn, and hopefully the cheese will be enough. We got Khadgar on our last run of the day, but we've mostly been memeing, which is very fun, very nice. And Khadgar is a fun card to play. Good to hear it, Gecko. And appreciate the raid again. But yeah, it's you know, this is they also mentioned in the video, like, this is not a mistake or a, oh, they don't know how to design cards. No, like, it's all very intentional, right? Like, they make these cards this broken on purpose. It's a different design philosophy, and one that is much different than the old Hearthstone, which is why so many old players complain about it. But it's not about the old players so much as it is about a new era of quick games and big effects and explosive effects, rather than this intricate web of, you know, like I say, one of my favorite examples, you know, they bring up cards that have synergy that you needed to use to deal damage, like Knife Juggler a little bit, versus something like Horizon's Edge, which requires no thought or synergy or whatever. It deals that damage. Yeah, better rip the cheese, I think. Now that they've played this, is that another random? Yeah, random Headless Horseman. Very good rolls here. Very good rolls here. Let us then play this. And I'm gonna hold on to this. This does draw my grain crates. I think we kind of have to be pushing face here. Okay, big turn here. But yeah, my favorite example to talk about is something like N'Zoth the Corruptor. I've brought this example up many times before. Versus the Scourge, right? One required an entire deck built around it, and one just is better and requires nothing. And that's the design difference, right? Another idea is Cthulhu required an entire, you know, I mean, how about comparing Cthulhu, which they do in the video, to Horizon's Edge, right? Like, what? You know? So I don't know. It's just, you know, insanity out there. But that is the way they're designing it now, and there's nothing we can do about that. So, you know, you just kind of roll with the punches and do the best you can. How much damage do we have here? It looks like they couldn't really handle it. So let's go for the finisher here. We've got 11, 13, 16, 18, perhaps lethal with this. And, well, we don't find it there, right? I believe we're, what, a little bit off? I'm going to take this for funsies. If I use this to trade or this to trade, I've got 5, 7, 12, 16 plus 2. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll just do this. Maybe I should make one trade. Maybe I'll just do like that, even though I lose the Reborn. Maybe that was too scared. I am scared, though. I'm scared of Horizon's Edge. Maybe I should have put him to 3, though. I'm probably, considering their last turn, this is probably fine. Like, really unlikely they ever come back from that. But I guess maybe I should have made like this trade 2-3, 3-4 into the 3, 3-4 into the 2-3 maybe. All right, doesn't matter. Got him. Yeah, I love build up payoff cards. Yeah, Cthulhu, the Watch Post guy, Cargill. Yeah, now that's the thing, and I think that's you know, for me anyway, the reason I you know, it isn't as much my style of game as it used to be, is because they've taken away the creativity and the, you know, the balancing, the having to, I don't know, I want to say the skill, is, if that's fair, of actually having to think about how you're going to use your cards, instead of your card just does it all without you having to think, right? Not saying it's not a viable way to make a card game. It's just not the reason I liked Hearthstone before. And they're not designing it for people who liked it before anymore, I don't think. Right? They're designing it for people who want games to be faster and bigger and quicker and more explosive, right? Let's go ahead and keep the travel agents. Okay. Razzle Dazzler is very fun and creative, having to pick spells and from different spell classes. It's very hard to play. Well, this is a, you know, actually it's a good example because that does have a requirement to use at its best, but it already is good stats without the effect, right? So like what are we doing, you know? 5/5 totems seems probably good. Get some 5/5 totems up in here. I mean, you also got Ghoul's Night. You can go get Crystal Cove into Ghoul's Night, into like Totem 3 maybe. Yes, agreed that it is not a difficult thing to pull off, and even just with 1 or 2 spells, which is almost a guarantee by the time you've played it, it's really broken. But at least technically there is a requirement to make it bigger, unlike something like the Scourge, you know? Not, you know, just talking about the pure mechanics of it. Okay, large lad. Little rude. Now I don't really want to turn the thing into a 5/5. Do I? Let's just play this. They're getting sunscreens by the second. And then just don't be bad, right? Just play this and don't be bad. So it really depends what target you hit with this first. If you hit the Divine Shield, you're going to feel really bad about it. But just don't hit it at first, right? Just hit something else first. Yeah, like that. Great. No way. Darn. Leaving this at a 3-1 was pretty disastrous, but not necessarily unlikely. This would have been great to either not hit that or kill it, of course, hit one of those outliers. All right. Trade. Stand against Darkness. Kind of funny to compare that against the card we just played. Perhaps we'll match them mana for mana and draw a card. Or we could just play Army of the Dead, which looks even better. You think they have Consecration? Yeah, or the card you're gonna play. Yeah, true. Yeah, nice stand against Darkness, guy. I think mine was better. But now I have 5 less corpses, so that's something you have to consider. Consec or nah? I'll take that as a nah, which puts us in a great spot. Pretty good answer for them, though. Maybe great is a strong word. Oh, yeah. Oh, a baby. Oh, yeah, dude. What do I want to be a 5/5 here? Anything? This? Probably. Denathrius is actually mentioned in that video as well, and it's a very fair question. Yeah, the original version of Denathrius was one of the best examples of the new philosophy of broken explosions that don't really require thought. And the nerf, I mean, it was still actually not a bad card. I've already got Corpse Skull. Do I really need Marrow Manipulator? Could just be a Lightning Storm. I'm getting a bunch of corpses from here. Maybe it is better. This doesn't actually need to be resummoned in this game, maybe. And I guess we might as well clear the board against the Pally. We know they have a sunscreen. And it looks like Army of the Dead is running away with this one a little bit. But yeah, so they in their video did specifically a video about dealing damage, like Arcane Missiles type effect. Starting with stuff like Goblin Blast Mage coming out and Knife Juggler from way back and going through the ages. I haven't shuffled anything yet. Tempting to just go face here. Perhaps this is just better. And a very nice healing totem there. But like, I'd be interested in other videos like, involving summoning minions and even just dealing face damage directly and stuff. Lifesteal would be a good one to look at. Okay, back to full health we go. Reno Jackson compared to, say, this is an interesting comparison. Where's that video? I know the account is called Hearthstone Mathematics. I don't know if anyone wants to post a link in the chat. You can if you find it. Okay, I'm probably going to use this on a totem, I'd imagine. Let's do this first. Be really handy if that were a scroll. More corpse expenditure is a little awkward, to be honest. But maybe at this stage, with them healing back to full health like that, it might be the way to go. Oh. I need more corpses. I mean, it's still this, right? First, I will do this, though. I mean, I can attack once for free, and then by then I'll have corpses anyway. So that's at least 18 damage. Oh my god, Flight of the Bronze. So many, like, I remember there's like eras of nostalgia with this game. Fucking hell. There's like eras of nostalgia in this game, and like there's a middle point where metas used to be like 1 or 2 broken cards, but now there's like 30 and you just don't know which one you're gonna get hit by. 0 mana. They played 17/17 taunt for 1 mana. No, sorry, for 3 mana and discovered 2 dragons. This is why I play a Tryhard, and I remember this is why I don't try. Good lord. That being said, we're okay. We're okay. Let's remain calm. Remain calm here. We can do this. Start with a Remorseless Winter. Okay. Might be time to say goodbye to a Corpsicle. I think I'm actually going to do this. We've got health. They don't have many cards. Can't get through to this. 17/17 taunt for 2 mana. 2 mana is to me beyond anything that should be possible. Seemed like a close game. That's okay. We get a spell next turn. We just take away max damage, right? Take away max damage. But yeah, this is why I don't make leaderboards anymore, because I play like 1 or 2 runs and go, oh yeah, that's why I don't give a shit about making leaderboards. Sounds like a hassle. I have to play so many runs. But I guess you can always just play on the Tryhard account if that's your attitude anyway and get up there. Did you not want to spend those corpses? No, I want to save corpses. I wanted that gone. Like, this is going to be way better anyway. This is 6 instead of 3. And I don't want to have to spend corpses on it later. Okay, that's back up to, at least we killed the 7 attack. They're not going to use that. If they use that on the face, like, we really need either a good this and this, maybe? They're down to a random dragon, a random 1 cost, and a top deck. Need a good hit out of here. Oh. Interesting. Intriguing. I start with reflexes. Command of Neptulon or Crash of Thunder? Gotta be Command of Neptulon, looking great. And Conductivity is an interesting one. That would allow me to play Vizier this turn. Let's go Conductivity. See what's in here. Conductivity down with the ship is kind of interesting. Could even represent healing. And we can play it with Marrow Manipulator. And a 2. The other option is probably better, of just taking Anti-Magic Shell, playing it. That way you can clear the 5/1. And we keep this ready to go. And we got pop-up, but holy 3 Flight of the Bronzes, dude. Why? Blizzard, why would you do this to me? I'm at 2 wins, dude. Oh, how I miss the old days of not 1 mana 5/5 get random dragons. All right, maybe we go back to not Tryhard. I don't know, dude. This is just the worst. This is just the worst. Like, I think it's especially awkward in the mode of Arena, right? Like I said, I've said this before, you draft 30 cards in Arena, and it just happens that like 28 of them never matter. And that just seems like whack design, right? Like, I kind of want my entire draft to mean something, and it just never does. Remorseless Winter, and we're saved. Right? Maybe? No. Command of Neptulon from that? Would that do it? Command of Neptulon from this, maybe? I mean, there's just nothing really to do. I guess this. And I mean, they can just handle this so easy. I might need the defensive conductivity this. Oh man. I came into this run with a strong attitude, but I can't see 3 mana 22/22 taunt, discover 3 dragons and take it seriously, man. I just can't. I try, but I cannot. Okay, what do I need, chat? Maybe Marrow Manipulator, kill a bunch of the 1/1s, Conductivity, pop-up book, and hope they don't have AoE. Could be the only chance we have. I mean, is it better to do this first? The 1/1s come back? Yeah, the 1/1s come back. I don't know. You can't take 8 here. So you need to get lucky with the manipulator. So maybe if you need to kill this, you play like first, you go conductivity, pop-up book here. And then you play this and pray it kills this. Oh my god. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. Just kill me, it's fine. That's absurdly lucky, but like, I don't feel lucky. I feel like this was just been a disaster of a game. No AoE, dude? The double trade, bro. You're trolling me. Like, I can't win still, right? I don't have enough stats to win. Right? I have another pop-up book. Dude, if I win this game, Man of Neptulon would probably be our best top deck. They're trolling me. Dude, I'm being trolled so hard right now. Okay. Yeah, is that, I know they're giving me hope. Is that, I'm not sure how to feel about it. I only have enough for one more taunt here if I were to play this.
My rule is eternal.
I think it's gotta be. This. They couldn't deal with these little taunts last turn. Dude, there's no way. We got like so lucky. There's no way we're winning this game. You got it. You know, I will concede. We win this game, that feels damn good, right? We win this game, that feels damn good. After a 3 mana 22/22 taunt, discover 3 dragons. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way we just won that game, dude. Are you kidding me? 3-0? I stand by that being ridiculous. Yeah, looks like you're gonna win, and I don't really understand how. Tryhard judge, I guess. Never worried. No, I mean, it was all an act on my part. I was never worried. Dude, like, what's the math on actually killing that Onyxia? Not likely. I mean, credit for playing to my outs, maybe, or nah? Credit to playing for my outs? Maybe they heard me complaining. They're like, no, we need Judge back in our found. Yeah, you found the out. I mean, the out there, we found like maybe the one out. The odds of hitting it were still so low. Like that, like so low. Like we had to hit that 3 times. And there were what? Like 6 targets? Maybe a little more complicated because once you hit one, you kill one. Even if there were 4 targets. Like say there were 4 targets, but none of them died when you hit them to like kind of approximate when there were actually, I think 5 or 6, but some of the ones could die. I guess that's a little more complicated because you get 5 shots, but like, man. Yeah, the conductivity digging through. The fact that they didn't have AoE, like those odds were pretty low. I'm not talking about like 1 in 5,000 or anything crazy like that, but like surely they were 1 in 80 or worse, you know? Maybe, you know, something like that. Something around there is my guess, but I don't know. Maybe someone else actually wants to calculate the odds, but that's pretty wild. What card is 3 mana 2/2 plus 3 dragons? To be fair, it was many cards, so it's not really fair to say one card. It's not one card. They played 4 3 mana. They played 22/22 taunt worth. of stats and discovered 3 dragons, but it was Flight of the Bronze, Flight of the Bronze, Flight of the Bronze, 0 mana, 7/7 taunt, which is for each paladin card you played, was what they pulled off. This seems reasonable. A Sharan Scroll keep though. I think with this start I can manage it. It makes sure my Sharp-Eyed Seeker is never useless, which is something. I can't believe we won that game. Ah, okay. Yeah, that is strong. Yeah, it was strong. It was indeed strong. Not strong enough, though, apparently. All right, next game, 3-0. My mood is better after winning that game than it would have been if I lost. Let us then get a random frost spell. Perhaps it will be Frost Strike. Yeah, dude, I am unstoppable right now. I'm invincible. The heck? Hey, what is this, a mage warrior? Oh, apparently I have a Rust-Rot Viper in this deck. Wait for their Khadgar? I mean, it's a warrior. They probably have weapons. Forge of Wills is probably the best here, but I don't really have any big minions at all in this entire deck. Still probably the best for 5/5s. Little awkward. Could try Muck Pools. Maybe Muck Pools makes more sense, honestly. Not the best picks there. Yeah, for Neptulon or for a Marrow Manipulator, maybe get lucky on a 7. None of them are good, good compared to better locations that exist. I mean, this is fine. It's just not as good as a lot of other locations right now. Like, I would have taken a 4 mana, deal 15 damage, say. I will take my Reef Walker. Walker of the Reef. Just get this now, see what it is. Another Marrow Manipulator. I mean, this automatically gets Corpsicle. I could consider coining it and just grabbing the Corpsicle now and using that with my corpses. We do get into corpse trouble. I think I am going to do that. Get that out now, just so I don't go ahead and top deck my Corpsicle. I'm still reeling over the fact that we won that game. That was one of the most ridiculous comebacks I have ever been a part of. That card is large, and unfortunately, I do have to admit it is indeed in charge. And I can't quite afford the Corpsicle. But I think I do trade this. That can attack anyway. I'll just trigger it to get my Vizier. Active. Okay, I guess Threads. Try to back off a little bit. Save some more corpses. Red, I've already got Corpsicle in hand for Army. Maybe I'll just take a Threads of Despair. Throw down a Muck Pools and maybe slow it down a little bit. What's the best location to pull? Puppet Theater probably depends on the matchup, but I would say, like, if you're looking at aggro tempo matchup and you're looking to like beat them in that department in the early game, probably either Construct Quarter or the Horizon's Edge. The Death Knight ones are so insane. And outside of that, for a longer match, perhaps Puppet Theater is the best. Yeah, for a priest or mage that's playing a little bit more in the late game. I'd say for consistency, probably Horizon, though. Oh boy, here we go. Dark Moon Magician. Random spell. Dodge it! I mean, that still might be good for them. They can play another minion. Or a spell. Oh yeah, I forgot about Tide Pools because I never freaking discovered that. But yeah, Tide Pools is also... that would be better than most as well. I can't believe Threads was 1 mana upon release either. Like I said, it's not about... It hasn't been about balancing around mana for a long time. It's just if a card is really good or not. And then the extreme outliers, they tone down with nerfs or buffs or whatever. But yeah, I know 1 mana for that. It's still insane at 200%. Sunscreen, you say? Yes, indeed, sunscreen. Let's go like this. Remorseless winter. I guess I could just play Command of Nept alone. Yeah, okay, let's just play Command of Nept alone. Command of Nept alone and be large. I don't know why I keep going for evolve effects. I've never been very good at them. Perhaps next time will be better. Could be worse. Remember when Bomb Squad was in? Those were good times. Bomb Squad, Doomsayer, good hits. That's a pretty sweet combo. Nagas for days. What am I doing about this? I got a lot of spells. I don't really have a lot of stats here to play. Okay. What is it? Man, it's not a very good hand, it turns out. Got Army of the Dead. I don't really want to spend corpses. I mean, I could Scald over here. Maybe just hit a spell damage totem. Would that be good? Pretty rough here. Rope's gonna start, yeah. All right, what's in here? Typical, yes. All right, I will do it. I took the scroll. I probably should have. I don't know when I'm going to draw the Seeker. It was between drink and just take the Frost spell. Maybe I should have taken the drink and let Sharp-Eyed Seeker not be useless, but there's no guarantee I even see the card this game. Void Scripture, good God. All right, pretty solid removal, and they don't seem to be lacking the value. Really strong minion to get with sunscreens. Yep, strong stuff here at 3-0. I mean, I don't know that we've seen a deck in the last 2 weeks that wasn't very strong, so not really meaning much. Okay, how am I going to handle that? I think it's a trick. I don't think I'm going to. Frozen Over's awkward, but I probably just need to play it. Oh yeah, I have a Rainbow Seamstress. I think it doesn't have lifesteal. Major Arca coming in hot with these 16 months in the month of September. Thank you very much for supporting your local streamer, although probably not very local. He appreciates it though. Thank you. What does this have? No blood, right? I have Frost Unholy, I think. No blood? The Reborn Rush? Kind of awkward to handle this. I do technically have a way, but it's not very good. Yeah, I mean, when they have 10 cards, it just feels like we need to have way better turns than that, knowing the power level. What do you mean not local? You are at the moment in my home? Maltheimer, let me out of here, you know? Local for you, maybe. Come visit France and I will call you my little local streamer. Deal. Done. On my way. Okay, they're Doing a pretty good job at rolling random minions here. Pretty exceptional hit there. Both of them got, they both times got really good rush minions that had good trades, which is very bad.
Power. Be sure to control it.
The opponent seems very pleased with themselves, which you see quite often in today's day and age. All right, let's get rid of those. Oh, did he say that because they made a mistake? Why did he kill his own minion? Didn't want it anymore. Didn't love it anymore. If you love it, let it go. I guess we'll just focus on, oh, what did they sunscreen? Did they do a bad sunscreen job? That's why they said stuff? Fair enough. Pop-up book, lightning reflexes. I don't have any frost, but that's kind of nice to have. In fact, actually, no, I need corpses, so I'll play this and I'll hero power. I need corpses pretty badly here. They still have 8 cards, so it doesn't feel like we have that much, but they haven't been doing much tempo stuff themselves. Or at least they weren't a second ago. Oh, they arcane bolted it? Oh, that's devastating. No wonder they had words to say. Yeah, that is devastating. And Zolt, you brought up a good point a while ago, evolve into even numbers, and that is the better odds, and I do know that. But sometimes you don't really have the luxury. But yeah, usually 6s and 8s are a little better than 5s and 7s. All right. Wonder if in this matchup where things are moving just so slowly, they drew 2 more cards, if I might just want to hit this. I think I will. I go back to full health and just a few extra resources for corpses that I'm going to need for my removal. I have threads as well, right? Usually going for one specific minion isn't the way to go, like almost ever. Like, it can be fun to high roll it, but it does change meta to meta what's good and what's bad. That's not the best 6, so that's a little more fine to see. I feel like until I see their legendary, I don't really care about destroying the minion. They kill a totem with it. Darn, Sweeper is a little concerning though as well. We just discover lightning resources now. Yeah, concerning the Viper, yeah, I without seeing their legendary, I think I don't really care. Like they didn't really do much with it. I'm much more concerned about a Khadgar, a very, very common legendary. It's one of the reasons I haven't traded this either in a slow game. I mean, this is full removal, and I am about to get a lot of corpses back. I guess I'll just pull the trigger. Stay at full health. Should you have clothes specifically for streaming? So no, these were like, I wear specific things now that I'm a bow tie man, but like these are clothes I already had. You know how I talked about how I often have opposite experience with random damage? I just had a Horizon's Edge kill a 3 health minion when it had 4 targets twice. Yeah, that's ridiculous. What's going on, man? Random per account. I don't get it, dude. That's crazy. I just go face nonstop. Zolt on YouTube says, I recently discovered that when a water elemental dies with threads on him, he freezes everything on the board. I would imagine it works the same with lifesteal or poisonous, and it does, Zolt. I've seen it with lifesteal. Uh-oh. Dude, you're gonna fatigue to death. Fires? Oh, Jesus. Fires of Zinashari? Oh, God. Well, we probably don't have to work. Well, I guess it still could be Khadgar. Fires. All right, well. That is slightly concerning. I'm concerned. This is not going to be good on big lads. I think I'm just going to play this now and see what we get. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
The citadel stands strong.
Nice. This gained Reborn. Exquisite.
Please help me.
Alrighty. Let's hope they didn't get anything good from their random card. Tryhard Hearthstone at its finest. Their deck is random. Hopefully it's random bad and not random good. That seems pretty convenient here. Fuck. Every single game is just a shit show nowadays, man. I'm getting tons of corpses though. That's a draw. Love 2 pop-up books here. Don't I have a legendary in this deck? This has to end quickly. Fires of Zinashari is such a volatile card. I probably just don't care about this, right? Just go face. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the face. Random or face? Honestly, I think we go for the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Getting damn close. I have pop-up books that go face, Mirror Manipulator that goes face. Their Barongeddon hits them in their own face. Well, that's just interesting. Mistakes were made, but it's too late to look at that now. What the fuck are these? These are garbage. There's not a 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. What the shit is this, dude? And there goes everything. Oh, God, this game. All right. Well, Corpsicle, we have a lot of corpses. Now, they do have armor to counteract it, unfortunately. Better do this before I run out of spells. If I care. Fatigue? I don't think this goes to fatigue.
Order.
Didn't even attack face. Yeah, good. Holy moly. Sweet beans, that's a large raid, Fundy. How you doing, man? Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Coming in from Fundy's channel. We were just playing our 4th. How did you guys know? How did you guys know, dude? How do you guys know my exact state of mind as I play this, the 4th game? What is this? That is Fundy. That is Fundy. You're the wrong man. I can't hear you. Fundy. Was this guy co-oping with Dose? This guy get a Dose rate? Wait, these are Dose viewers, right? Are they yelling? You bringing Dose people over here? What's happening here? That you got the wrong man, chat. That is Mafundi. Oh crap. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's make sure we get. I have 3 spells. I don't know what I was worried about. Probably Ghoul's Night, honestly. And I'm gonna save this for a potential Threads of Despair if I require. How was your stream, Fundy? Good stuff. We have had an absolutely wild 3 games so far. Every single game has been absolutely batshit insane. But one of the biggest comebacks I have ever had. My opponent played for 3 mana. They played 22 stats worth of taunt and discovered 3 dragons for 3 mana, and we somehow still won. Ended on a 12. Very nice, man. Yeah, we're doing some tryhard runs today. I noticed that I was on pace for number 2 NA. I don't know if I have time to finish it off, but maybe I do. So I figured I'd start doing some tryhards. So that's what we're doing. It turns out tryhards are kind of the same. Yeah, I mean, that's a disaster. And that is a disaster. Alrighty. Disastrous stuff. We have threads, which should be the answer to all of our problems. No problem, nothing to worry about. Spell damage, beautiful. Should be fine here. Represents 7 damage on board. So if I play that, I clear and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't actually think I get the 6th there, do I? Ghoul's Knight lethal? You're insane. Tendi's lethal? I love that. Perhaps the answer is just this? And yeah, I guess. I'll save the Tendies for back-to-back in one turn, I guess. I'd threads first. You don't actually clear the 8-6 if you don't play the 4-4 there, right?
You have such power. Be sure to control it.
Do you think they're saying that out of anger, or are they about to rip a Reno Jackson? Yeah, typical. Oh, Jesus, man. This game is so ludicrous. Okay, well, shit. I guess that random Alistraza might do it. This is probably like the 3rd most crazy game we've had out of these 4. We've managed to win them all, but I think it's finally over. Like, what the shit, dude? Absolute. Every game is just an absolute shit show. I say Tryhard runs. There's nothing you can do, dude. I don't know, man. There's nothing you can do. Every game is just like a million coin flips. Tendi, go. Get him. You got this. Oh. Might of Menderthil could have been something there. I mean, that's an extra 8 damage, man. Coin flip success? That needs to come down. In theory, I'm not dead here. Now, do you Ghoul's Knight now? They've got armor, so I don't see this ever being enough. Some of these need to go face before they play more minions. We're not dead this turn, and the next turn maybe Tendi needs to win the game. Face, 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 yeah, face. 2 face isn't bad there. They go to 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potential damage with no taunts. 2 shots at Command of Neptulon or Marrow Manipulator while being able to afford this. So as long as they don't have a second Alistraza randomly created by Fires of Zinashari, then we should be fine, because they'd actually have lethal in that case. This game is ludicrous, dude. What a hit. Are you kidding me? An extra 8 damage? Bro never has a taunt. Or a spell damage totem, true. It's too expensive. That's a taunt. Meaning I'm 1 damage off. Which should, like... Seeker is not it. Seeker is the worst draw by far. I trade this into either one of these. If I get Command of Neptulon, I win instantly. Tendi is lethal. No? Fair. If I get Marrow Manipulator, then if one goes face, I have lethal. And if not, I have to risk a Tendi to do something miraculous. Just give me Neptulon, dude. Oh my god, dude. I'm on Tryhard account. I'm on Tryhard account, right? What could this do? Discard this somehow? Explosive trap. Explosive trap, dude. That's hilarious. It could heal them, but it didn't. Let's go. I do that for better RNG next game. You don't play the Tendi, you lose next game. Dude, how is every game this ridiculous? And how are we 4-0? We could easily have gone 1-3 by now, man. Easily could have gone 1-3. Literally, we've been bailed out by Discovers at the last second, like 3 out of 4 games. Due to skill, obviously. Even though games seem crazy, there's definitely some way skill is making the difference. No, well, as long as I'm winning, that's true. If I'm losing, that can't be true, right? No, and like this, when we say skill doesn't matter, that's obviously hyperbole and not true. It obviously matters, but it just doesn't matter as much as it might have years ago. Quite, even if that's only a 2% differential or a 3% or a 20%, to some extent, right? That's all we mean. There's cards that are being designed to involve less skill. We have this talk. Hearthstone Mathematics has this talk, right? N'Zoth the Corruptor, a deck building card versus the Scourge. Oh, deck building is hard, so here it is for nothing that you don't have to think about it. It just is, right? That kind of stuff. Don't keep pop-up book going first. I can't play that on one. Valkor, you get it, man. Oops, this is a bad start. Saved by Travel Agent. Saved by Travel Agent. I cannot believe we're 4-0. Maybe Fundy Raid luck? Fundy Raid luck? I feel like Hearthstone RNG is set up to make both people feel like they're winning and having amazing plays for maximum dopamine addiction. I do believe that, like, I talk about explosive cards. I do believe, like, that kind of effect is something they are going for more now than they used to, Hungry. For better or for worse, and I mean that literally. Like, maybe that's, it could be great, could be, for some people and maybe not for some others. Tide pools, yeah, tide pools in Death Knight seems decent to me. And even though we're gonna lose tempo, we've got comeback mechanics and lifesteal. So let's get a couple of frost strikes up in here. ASAP. Another Corpsicle. We've been having some pretty big struggles with damage, but honestly, it's probably still the best even if I don't get it back. Just a 2-mana deal 3 at the moment. What does Sharp Eye Seeker do for this deck? Well, it does draw a Sunken Scroll, but other than that, not really anything. And that's not even that good because it only gives you a random frost spell, nothing else. We've also discovered Plagued Grain, and then it pulls from that. But it is one of our worst cards for sure. All right, well, we might just consider playing the Corpsicle here and rediscovering. I think we do. Come into command of Neptulon next turn. I mean, Plagued Grain and this. Well, honestly, that seems pretty good. Play the Peasant. There you go. That's what Seeker does. And we should have plenty of mechanics to work on coming back here. Ho-ho, from the depths, you say? They chose that disturbingly quickly. Crazy to see this card buffed. And let's get our command rolling right away. Grab ourselves. We got offered Corpsicle 3 times, dude. Should I take it? Big weapon could end up being more damage for less corpses, but a little more mana. This is always fun. Silk Stitching. Yeah, that's a close one. Let's go for the weapon. Yeah, let's go for the weapon. No more Quartzite Crusher, so it is a little worse than it was last meta. 0 mana, draw 3 is just what you do nowadays. You just don't have to, what is that, dude? Where did they even get that from? From the depths. That's so good, dude. So ridiculously good. All right, they do manage to clear the board. All right. Okay, let's gain some corpses then. And let's go ahead and draw one of those grain crates and another card. Okay, that with Reef Walker looking pretty nice. And let's see what our weapon is. How about, I'm thinking Foam Render could be good here. Just infinite 6 damage every turn. Looks like it could be nice. Definitely a card that is in Hearthstone, as we discussed. And that combined with lifesteal and AoE seems rather nice. Calamari, dude, that card's so good. That card is so good. Lightning Storm and Remorseless Winter. 6 damage puts you to 19. Mage can have some pretty serious reach. This got +1/+1 from the Discover because I spent 3 corpses to give it +1/+1. So usually it only deals 5, which is still really good. I think the board is fine enough that we just play this and a Wand Maker. Don't know that I'm ever going to use that. Yeah, but foam doesn't hurt. I had 2 older brothers growing up. Foam can hurt. Foam can hurt. I jest a little bit. I don't think we ever had anything they were beating me up with foam. It was sturdier stuff than that. Grim Operator. All right, that card seems exceptionally slow nowadays. Even though, like, it in theory is pretty good mana discount. And this is just going to be a devastating couple of AoEs into potentially a concede. Thanks to this very broken card. And so it was that Judge played the following. Do I ever try to go? No, it's just play them both, right? Draw first, maybe. And Lightning Storm. I don't really see a reason to play this and consume any more corpses. So let's just hit him in the face once more. You misunderstand. The weapon renders enemies into foam. That is way more terrifying. That's more terrifying than, like, if this weapon was made of steel, I think, right? The prospect of being turned into foam. All right, they have blocked me, and quite simply, they have stopped me. I have been stopped. Wow, what a turn for them. I suppose we shall continue. Seamstress. 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 Perhaps it's time for you. A little awkward though. Maybe I wanted these two together. This into clear. I could take 7 here. And then come into this next turn. Do something like this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We can go ahead and discover our weapon now that we don't have enough corpses to spend 3. Let's go ahead and grab another foam render just in case we use this up to its entirety without the corpses, and then we just want to play that again for lethal. Seems good. Does Blizzard usually end arena runs and give tavern tickets on mini set release? Yes. Yes, they do usually do that. That's a fine buy one, get one freeze relatively. Although I can't target that a little awkwardly, I suppose I can use this, which does not have lifesteal, unfortunately. I go like this. Oh, I guess this could always attack. I couldn't tell because I had Reborn. But I think we still want... Oh, what do we want to do then? That's actually interesting. In that case... we're gonna do a pop-up book and this. It says Reborn. Hard to see when it's frozen. Okay. Let's protect our face a little bit more then. Might as well. And we'll pop-up book this. We give them the drinks, but that's okay. We'll play this. This goes face once more. Okay, and back up in health we go. and they don't keep that much tempo on the board. Yeah, you think pop the 1/3 and kind of just keep the 2/2 there? They can pop the 2/2 open anyway, at least one of them. I guess you give them 2 drinks this way. It's an idea, Enslin. Not a bad idea. That looks like trash. They do hit the 7/7, but even still, that's probably trash for 7 mana. Think about Razzle Dazzler for a sec. And then think about this. Alrighty. Surely we can get past this wall, even if it was a little larger than we'd hoped. Honestly, kind of just want the reach, but I guess if we need to play, like if they actually heal or something, I'm probably gonna want that. We'll go like this and this and this and this and also this. And furthermore, I guess that. Followed by, quite simply, this and this. And then, yeah, you're going to helm this to give yourself a 50-50 at lethal. And you're going to promptly miss the 50-50 at lethal, as we do. But, you know, you don't want to actually play this and put all the things to 1 health. There was probably a lethal there, no? Was there a lethal there? I feel like I did pretty good. 50-50 at lethal. See what they come up with. Could have I done it with another spell? No, helm on the 2/3. I think was the right way to go. I mean, we should be fine here. Top deck in command of Neptulone. I'm thinking that we didn't need another weapon. Wand Maker could have considered something else. Any drinks that go face? Yeah, actually, right? Doesn't the Paladin drink go face? You likely had lethal if you helmed the 7/7, but would it have made that sense to trade in an undead? Yeah, I see it. You're right. So what I should have done is played the spell on the Divine Shield of the 7/7 like I did, but then trade the 3/1 undead in first, then play the 2/4. See, I got helm, play the helm on the 7/4. Yeah, that would have been it. And then surely the board space is into consideration because I have everything I need, right? I think you're right. Yeah, discover immediately after the 3/1 goes into the 7/7 there, leaving it as a 7/4, and then play it. And that would have been lethal. Okay, we've managed to go 5-0. How long can this last? Tryhard account doesn't have fancy skins? I don't think so, no. I mean, I've played on my regular account for like 10 years, and the Tryhard accounts existed for like a few metas, right? Since the live leaderboard, so nothing too fancy over here. And the Tryhard account didn't even have Death Knight for a while because it was bad and you didn't have to play Death Knight. Now you can't not have Death Knight like you could. What the heck is this song? Did I just hear "We Love You, Barack Obama"? You rock, Obama. What is this song? Guess there's a song called "You Rock." Wait, hold up. Is it just me, or did they miss a prime opportunity to call this song "You Rock, Barack"? That would have been a better title, I think. We had Christmas music today. We have a song about Obama. Weird stuff going on. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Divine Shield on this is nice. And let's get a Frost spell. Oh my god, a strike. You thought I was going to say strike. I was just saying spell, but I'll take another Frost strike. Barack Obama. Was I pronouncing it wrong all this time? I cannot target that with my spells, and all I want to do is target that with my spells. Oh, and now I want to give this Reborn, but I cannot. How sad is that? All right, so they're gonna get a giant 8/8 lifesteal at some point, something to keep in mind as we are trying to kill them. Wow. School teach. Maybe it'll be a Flight of the Bronze. I haven't seen a school teach in a little time. That does draw right now. That's kind of cool. Why don't we draw and draw and quite simply pop up this book. Seems reasonable to me. Maybe it was intended to be an insult. You are a rock. You are immobile and you sit there. Maybe. I don't know. Never heard of the song. Never met the woman. Okay. 2 Gigantifies in hand. 2 Gigantifies in the hand is worth 1 in the bush, as they say. I mean, it's pretty clean to play both frost spells, but it is a lot of potentially good things we're kind of getting rid of. Alternatively, Abusive Sergeant actually doesn't look terrible here, which is unusual. You also have Lightning Storm, I guess, for removal. Death calls. All right, I'll power through it. I'll power through the pain and just play the cards that clear their board. Ends up being decent. Frost Queen Cindergosa could be a decent answer to their Gigantifies. Not the worst card there is, I would say. Uh-oh. That has me spooked. Wait, Drum Circle is gone, right? Or, yeah, right? Hopefully. I hope it is. That looks okay. A lot more stats here. But I do take away my opportunity to play this the following turn if I'd like. If I command of Neptulone. Options, options. Options, options. All right. Let's keep stats on the board, I suppose. Large stats on the board.
Pick me.
I hate that card. I've seen wait, I knew it was Flight of the Bronze. Why have I seen more Flights of the Bronze today than I've seen in the last 2 years? Can we stop? Get that card out of here. Whoa! Now they high roll the nuts off their Crafter's Aura? Holy crap, I should have saved the Cindergosa, dude. It would have been perfect here. Alrighty, what are we doing here? It actually would have been so strong here. But it'll always be strong against the next Crafter's Aura and potentially large minion. Ludicrous amount of stats, mostly because 1 mana 5/5 Discover a Dragon is comically overpowered. Let's... I mean, maybe it's just got to be this. Just stats, just simple and pure. They value trade with their beautiful ogre. Can't really do much about that, man. I'm gonna play Cindergosa next turn. Alternatively, What? Lightning Storm doesn't really get the job done. I guess it's just got to be suck it up, play it, be sad. And put those face. I mean, it just simply has too much health for the stats, right? For the cost, I mean. Too much stats for the cost. 7 health for 6 mana? Like, that is a big boy. See if they play a large lifesteal lad here. Wouldn't be surprised as they put on a bit of pressure. They do have a lot of options, though. They do. And see, this is where I was like, things are not looking super great because I have to kind of trade this into a 6/2, which is sub-optimal. Do I have to? Must I? I could also Lightning Storm and trade here, and then I only have to deal 1 more damage. Maybe it's actually better to hold this for now. They do have another Gigantify and another 7 coming. That would give me an opportunity to look for something here, actually. And it provides some cleaner trades. Yeah, this ends up being very good. I mean, Snow Shredder goes with this, which is kind of nice. They're about to heal for 8. Could be my turn next turn, but wait, they get destroyed, so that doesn't work at all, you silly judge. No. Hiking trail. There's puppeteers for taunts in this. I'll just take the extra value. They still have a million cards, right? Okay, one more Crafter's Aura. That's the Scenariosio. Pretty large guy. So, yeah, seems like that and whatever they summon from their last Crafter's Aura will be great to murder with our queen. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yes. That thing definitely just yells, "You're fucked," every time it attacks, and I love it. Okay, Frost Queen. They still have the Giants. But our stats are looking a lot better here. Grab a random thing. Interesting. I do have a Corpsicle, so potentially if they don't kill the 6/6, I can actually kill an enemy minion. Which, that's obviously very strong. But if they don't have the ping, I can actually just remove that from existence. Oh, well, perhaps I can no longer... Well, no, I can do it. I can kill this first. I only have the 1 freeze effect, right? Nature spells that freeze. I believe that would be frost spells that do that. So what's the way to do this? If I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that'll get the job done. Right? 1, 2, 3, that'll do it. Okay. Doesn't put us really far ahead. Oh no, dude, that's so good, and I can't even be mad at it. Oh my god, dude. No, my boys, my beautiful boys. Dude, that's so disgusting. That's the best I've ever seen that card be, easily. Okay, can I freeze a thing? I've got fireball to the face every turn, but they're healing for another 8, so could probably need to focus more on the board. I've got value in here, potentially in here. Damn, that was extraordinarily rude. What even helps against this? No more freeze in the deck. Could I want to play Gorgon Zormu, man. That card is invisible. Help. I don't know that I've ever been offered a Death Knight taunt. I know there's not many, but I think I've only ever gotten neutrals, and I'm like, I just want to see a taunt. Is there only puppet? What other taunts are there? Poison was absolutely a major high roll. Our opponent's going to power through and ignore that poison and just play their biggest minion. Which, not 100% sure if that was the way. 3-2-5 corpse taunt. Yes, hey, good call. No muncher. Yes, there are enough, right? There are enough. Oh, I've never given this reboard. Damn, dude. All right. Let's do this first. Then put Footman here. And that's a pretty devastating amount of tempo there. Too soon for these, I think. Could use one here, I guess. I'm just gonna be doing this and that first. Got frozen over for card draw at some point. Let's put some stats on this board. See what they decide to do. Hero power into the 2/5 maybe. Trade here. Poison still lives. They still have quite a few cards too. Top Keck? Leave him alone. Pretty good. Not as good as my chaotic tendrils are going to be, surely. Pretty strong turn, but it cost them a lot of resources to not really take the board back. See what's in here. Aha! Deathbringer Sourfang is in the meta. Good to know. Pretty good. Pretty good results, I would say there. And we'll just continue to build up our unfathomable stack of corpses. And they are really going to not love to see 2 Corpsicles come down. I mean, Marrow Manipulator is going to be very easy to play as well. Not as high roll as the last time, but still a pile of stats. Bot Dedge. Sea Shanty for 8? I can live with a Sea Shanty for 8. Sea Shanty for 0? I can. That's a little worse. We go ahead and do this. This. Oh. And this. And this. And this. Gonna have to do better than a 15-15, sir. Okay, that and a hero power is fine. Good to get our buffs consistently on our Forge Ring. Just kind of running them out of steam here is the game plan. Although they keep playing stuff like that. They keep playing a lot of stats. But that's okay, we're doing just fine. Let's see what's in here. Easy Swarm Guard, easy life. Forged in Flame, good, nothing disastrous. Easy Tail-In, because now we want to buff this. We'll go ahead and cup. And cup before we draw anything else. And then I think with this amount of corpses, we will come into a Corpsicle to save some resources, because we have just so many corpses. And now we have a 4-mana 15-15 taunt, which is good stats for the cost. Do we do box or chat draft today? Not today, Skimmel. Usually that kind of stuff will happen on a Friday. And we are doing just some Tryhard runs today. And I don't think that doing box or chat, well, chat drafts might help, but box draft on the Tryhard account might not help us win. Or maybe it would help us win a ton. I don't know. Who's to be sure? They probably don't even have anything. Drum Circle isn't even in. Dude, how is this card in the bottom of our deck? Like, we only got this by tutoring it. This card is in the bottom of our deck every game, dude. Gargonzola? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. How do I want to go about this turn? Why don't we see what's in here?
You don't pick the ones.
I see. They do have the ability to heal for quite a bit. I do think I want to get these rolling. Corpsicle. Corpsicle. Face, in fact, sets up lethal just from hand next turn, and we'll protect ourselves behind a wall of taunts. And if they don't have lifesteal, we just come in with Corpsicle, Corpsicle, pop-up book. And if they do have lifesteal, well, darn it all. I believe that was the double twos one, right? Love that for you. A minion and a spell from Paladin? That could heal them. What is it? They're trying. Yeah, no Tiger. I mean, if they do find lifesteal, like we continue and we still have so much damage in the following turns, God, I can't believe how many Flight of the Bronze we've seen today. Like, ridiculous. And they do heal. But do they heal enough? Nice weapon, bud. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Like, we gotta have lethal, right? Surely. If I play these two here, then I have 3 more from hand. I mean, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 1 off. What about now? Now it seems like I might have it. Typical. Not bad, not bad. I mean, the RNG on the spell damage totems and on some end game discovers has been very good this run as we go for 7-0. Hot dog. I mean, for the draft, we're going to do all 1-cost cards. I love that kind of draft. I've done Hunter, but I must pick the lowest cost card before, and it used to work. Tryharding.
I'm the captain now.
Veritas. So here's the deal. Veritas just redeemed for 200,000 draft Judge's deck. Oh, good God. What do you suppose his intentions are? Good? Take a drink server. GG's. Now, the truth of the matter here is they're not good. And also the truth of the matter is we have denied other people the ability to interact with my deck list on the Tryhard account before. Because it's our Tryhard account. Those are only for non-Tryhard accounts. And Veritas is going to be like, well, fuck you. Probably. But I don't know, man. It's Tryhard account. I respect the people who want to see the Tryhard runs. The season ends on the 10th. Yeah, we might not get there. I have no idea what the cards do. It's going to turn out poorly regardless. Yeah, but like that being said, I'm just saying, like, if we have Veritas make me a beautiful, beautiful deck, well, that's what I'm saying, Tail, is I would just do it run on the non-Tryhard account, absolutely. But I just want to make sure Veritas doesn't feel like his points are going to waste in that case. You know? Now, I would still do a Tryhard. I would still try hard. Just not on the leaderboard account. You know what I mean? Twos? Coin twos? Yeah, I think coin twos. A coin. You.
What's your dream destination?
Veritas, that's so good, dude. I really want my Gorgon Zormu, dude. Give me this. I just want to play this card one time. Again, I've already played it like twice. I want to play it one time more. Yeah, it's all good. Stick to the Tryhards. People want to see that. I just wanted the reactions. People want to see all sorts of runs, man. If you want to do it today, you can. Or like you can take your points back on your own, right? Is that a thing you can do? Or you can save it for another time. But that did, at first I was like, no, and then I was like, no, we're not going to do that on the Tryhard account because I'm about to come in first place, maybe. He lied, not having a chance at it. So second is on the other account. So second, like I've got a account that actually used to be called Judge Tryhard. I changed it to Judge because people were confused using the leaderboard command in chat and stuff. But yeah, I've got one that I actually don't meme on for leaderboarding. I haven't had the inclination or time to leaderboard on some of the leaderboards lately. And I might not finish this one. Our average is good. But you know, who knows? I guess we'll do this trade and now this. I didn't want to play this last turn because it made for a very easy dagger for them.